What's up, folks? It is Wednesday, November 30th, last day of November. All right. It's about noon, and this is your Week 12 recap, as well as your Week 13 preview. It is I, your commissioner, coming to you live from my dining room. Let's jump right into it with your Week 12 recap. We'll start off with Jack taking down New York Commissioner 192 to 156. He had a big night from Ben Roethlisberger on Sunday night, gave him 41 points, as well as Keenan Allen got him 31 on the Thanksgiving game? No, that must have been on Sunday. Over on my side, I had a good day from Carson Wentz, got me 30. Le'Veon Bell got me 22.3. Gronk got me 22.7. Jamal Williams got me 27. Everybody else sucked, which is why I lost to Jack. Still put 156 points, so not too bad. I'll take it. Fucking Prescott needs to figure it out. Only 3.2 points. Moving on now to Ryan defeating McAllen. Ooh, a little brother battle in this one. Ryan 186 to Danny's 130. Ryan got 37 points from Phillip Rivers, 36 from Alvin Kamara, 47 from Julio Jones. Lost 0.7 points from Paxton Lynch, who I think got hurt in that game. Yeah, he must have. Over on McAllen's side, decent day for Matt Ryan, got him 21 points. Kyle Rudolph got him 20 points. That's really about it. Mediocre day for Dan, he got 130, so it's a loss, but it doesn't really matter to him. Now on to Walter, 138, taking down Reynolds, 120.8. This is Walter's second win of the year. All right, Walt, good job. Kirk Cousins got him 20, Marshawn got him 18, Jameson Crowder got him 26. So decent day for Walter, 138 points, not bad. Over on Reynolds' side, Antonio Brown got him almost 40 points, and he was like the only person that scored. He also had DeAndre Hopkins with 19, Matt Stafford with 16. Nothing else really to write home about. So Reynolds locked into his position in the playoffs, doesn't really matter. Lost to Walter. Moving on now to Cole taking down Jensen pretty handedly. Cole had 137 points, powered by Derek Carr's 20, Jared Goff's 27. What? What is your problem? Goddamn, dude. Zach Ertz 25. Frank Gore got him 15. Really, that's it. Over on Jensen's side, just another terrible ride. The fact that this kid's in the playoffs is embarrassing for Ryan, for Coyle, for Patrick, because Jensen's team stinks. Tyrod Hill got 16. He started Aaron Rodgers, a quarterback, who's still in the IR, got him 0. He got, in total, 3 guys in double digits, as well as 3 guys with 0 points. That's fucking pathetic. Good lord. All right, moving on to Patrick taking down Coyle, 135 to 100. Pat had nice days from his quarterbacks, Tom Brady and Andy Dalton. They each got him 20+. Mohamed Sanu got him 18. I think that included that touchdown pass that he threw to Julio. It should have. Yeah, it did. Ted Ginn got him 10. Nothing really great from Patrick's side. Over on Coyle's side, he started Teddy Bridgewater, who's also on the bench for the Vikings, got him 0 points. Blaine Gabbert got him about 20. Devontae Adams got him 17, and the Jaguars' defense got him 13. So pretty shitty day from Coyle, barely broke 100. Finally, in our last game, we had Sokol taking down TJ. This game really only matters for positioning in the playoffs. We'll get to that more in a little bit. Sokol had Russell Wilson got him 25, Tevin Coleman got him 21, Brandon Cooks got him 18. Really all I had to write home about. Eli Manning got him 0.4 points. We'll get some more on Eli in a little bit. Over on TJ's side, 90 points. Rough times to really kind of pump the brakes here, head into the playoffs. Drew Brees got him 14. Ryan Fitz got him 13. Samaje Perine got him 17.5. So decent day from him. Let's get to our weekly accolades here. First up, we have your double dip of the week.
What are you doing?
We're going to give this one to Walter and his Washington Redskins. He had Kirk Cousins, who threw for 242 yards and 2 touchdowns for 20 points. I believe he completed 19 passes. Of those 19 completions, 7 went to Jameson Crowder for 141 yards and a touchdown, totaling 26.6 points. So nice double dip there from Walt. Next up, we have our doofus of the week.
Side. Beat it, doofus.
This one's going to go to Danny Jensen, who played Rashard Matthews at receiver, who got 0 catches for 0 yards and 0 touchdowns. He didn't even play in Week 12. On Jensen's bench, he had Marvin Jones Jr., who in the end on Thursday night totaled 6 catches for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns, totaling 28.9 points. Wouldn't have got him the win because it seems terrible as a whole, but still pretty fucking dumb. And your worst of the week.
The worst.
She's the worst in the world.
At first I had written down Ryan's Paxton Lynch, who finished his game with 41 yards and an incompletion and an interception. That really wasn't his fault though, he got hurt. So we're gonna go ahead and give it to Johnny Sokol's Eli Manning. Now this one might cut a little deep for you folks out there in Big Blue Country, but Eli finished Thanksgiving Day with 113 yards and a pick, totaling 0.4 points in probably his last performance as a Giants quarterback. T's and P's to all you Giants fans out there and Eli Manning dick suckers. Finally, our MVP.
Only me get pizza every game. MVP, valuable pizza eater.
He's going to go to Ryan's Julio Jones. It's about fucking time Julio kind of figured his shit out. He finished with 12 catches for 253 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's just the fucking best receiver in the league. If they actually target him in the red zone and get him the ball, which I don't understand why they're not, but it is what it is. So nice day for Julio, totaling 47.8 points. All right, let's get to everybody's favorite segment of the week. It is your Week 12 Power Rankings. We've got to change at the top now. Because Jack beat your commish, we're going to jump spots here. So Jack's now up at number 1. Your commish is down to number 2. It really doesn't matter for either one of us. I actually own the tiebreaker because we split the regular season and I have more points for at the moment. We'll see how that finishes up next week. 3 and 4 also switch spots, so Cole's win jumps him up to number 3. Reynolds loss drops him to 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Shouldn't really be a surprise. They don't move, but they're all locked into the playoffs. 9, 10, 11, 12. Not many surprises here also. Speaking of losers bracket, let's take a look at that playoff bracket the way it stands now. Your commish still sits at number 1, taking on TJ, who sits in the 8th spot. 5-4 games going to be Sokol and Reynolds. Other side, we got Jack at 2, taking on Jensen at 7. And we have McCallan taking on Cole in the 6-3 game. In the losers bracket now, we have Patrick taking on Walt and Ryan taking on Coyle. Let's move on to our Week 13 preview. Your commish has, your commish has the largest spread of the week. 39 points taking on Patrick. Should be no problem for me. We'll see how it goes, though it doesn't really matter to either one of us in the end. Next we have Walter, who is a 34-point favorite taking on Coyle. That really only matters for seeding in the losers bracket, but interesting that Walter, who's 2-10, is a 34-point favorite with a lot of points. Next up, we have TJ, who's a 13-point favorite taking on Jensen. That game is really only going to matter for who's the 7 or who's the 8 seed, I believe. I'll have to double check the standings and the seedings and all that shit. But my guess would be the winner of that game is going to be the 7, loser's going to be the 8, and we'll go on from there. Next up, we have McCallan, who's a 12-point underdog taking on Sokol. Again, that matchup is really only going to change where those two guys fall in the playoffs right now. Right now, Sokol is slated as a 5, McCallan as a 6. I would bet my bottom dollar that if McCallan won that matchup, they would just switch spots, no problem. Then we have Jack taking on Reynolds with a 4-point cushion. Jack wins. He could be the number 1 seed, depending on how many points more he scores than I, and I win, blah, blah, blah. Reynolds wins. It might move him up to the 3 seed. It might not necessarily. It really depends on his tie breaks with Cole. So let's take a look at those quickly now. Where is Reynolds? There he is. Cole is dumb Forte over. So Cole actually owns that tie break right now. So I think that's probably kind of set in stone at this point, but we'll see how it turns out. That brings us to our last game, where Ryan is less than a point underdog to Cole. really only matters for seedings again, like I said. So Cole, if he wins that, he's going to stay at the 3 seed. If he loses, it'll come down to kind of tie breaks and whatnot with Reynolds. I don't know, I guess he owns the tiebreak over Reynolds, so it doesn't matter. Cole, you're going to be a number 3 seed. Reynolds, you're going to be a number 4 seed. The rest of them could probably move around a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. All right, I believe that's all I got for your Week 12 recap, your Week 13 preview. I feel like I missed something. No, I think I'm good. All right. Good luck this week, everybody. Like I said, this week really doesn't matter except for seedings, but there's no buys or anything in our league, so really in the end doesn't matter at all. Good luck out there, and let's get ready for the playoffs starting 1 week from, I guess this week. There's a Thursday night game, so let's get ready to go. Peace.